Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for stuff that means hip hop. Right now, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Also, check me out on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple. So 1, 2, 1, 2, place to be with Flash. How you doing, bro?
What's good, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm chilling, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Just happy to be here, man.
All right, man. So what's your hometown? Where you from?
Um, I'm originally from South Jersey, a little small town called Willingboro. It's like in between Trenton and Camden, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 5 minutes outside of Camden, about 15 minutes outside of Philly.
So what's the city known for?
I mean, our city is really known for like music. You know what I'm saying? The only star we really had out of our town was Carl Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Word. You know what I mean? Musically, you know, we got City High. City High came out of there. You know, Wanya Morris from Boyz II Men graduated from high school from there, from Willingboro. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, we just got a lot of upcoming talent. You know what I'm saying? That's yet to be heard. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in the game for a minute, so you know, I'm just continuing to crack open the doors. You know what I mean?
All right. So give me some of what's your earliest memory of hip hop growing up?
Yeah, man. Earliest, man, I grew up like I'm from the era, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had, you know, I was privileged to have older siblings, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up listening to like George Clinton, Parliament, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what my brothers and them grew up on. So I as a youth, I got to see hip hop being created, you know what I'm saying? So once I saw my older brothers and shit rhyming and shit, and they got into hip hop and, you know, carrying around the boom boxes and shit, like that was like my earliest memory. But like my first record that really had me like say I'm a fuck with hip hop was like Check Out My Melody. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of records before that, but like I could remember like this niggas riding around on their BMS bikes and all that, playing Check Out My Melody, Check Out My Melody. And I was like, yo, this shit is yo. I think that's what I want to do. You know what I mean?
And then who were some of your other influences as far as MCs?
As far as MCs, you know, it's mainly, you know, the top of the top from like my era. Like I would say like Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap. You know what I'm saying? Like those is like my top MCs, KRS One, you know. But I was influenced by all different types of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even like the De La Souls and Tribe Called Quest, and, you know what I'm saying? Poor Righteous Teachers, being that Wise is from Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Redman, you know, even up to, you know, like the Jay-Z's and Nas's, you know what I mean? I just look up to like lyrical MCs and good music in general, you know what I mean? From that era, you know what I mean?
That's what's up. And then, so what made you was kind of talking about it a little earlier, so what made you actually want to be an MC?
Really like just, you know, just really just the influence from my older siblings, you know what I'm saying? And just seeing at the light that they was getting as MCs, you know, like and then like the break dance, like the break dancing aspect of it and graffiti. Like I got into break dancing and graffiti first before MCing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was into just, you know, just being a little dude coming around windmilling, spinning on my head and shit. And, you know, and just, you know, the art, you know what I mean? Just the art of it. And then, you know, just being in the parties and shit, and then just watching the MC rock the crowd, you know, watching my brothers and shit rock the crowd. It was something that I wanted to do. You know what I mean?
What's up? I would say, do you know YZ?
Oh, YZ, yeah. YZ from that era too, yeah. YZ is crazy too. Word, Trenton.
Yeah, we had him on the show a little while ago. Then we had K Solo. He from over there.
Yeah. K Solo, Redman, YZ, Poor Righteous Teachers. Like that's on my era. Like, you know what I'm saying, coming up. But I'm under them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was a youngin' to them, you know what I'm saying? Like looking up to them, you know what I mean? But they all know me now, you know what I mean? Like
where you get the hat from? The hat cool.
This hat right here is cool. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's a custom joint, you know what I'm saying? From I forget Vintage NYC, and they do every city though. You know what I'm saying? They do LA, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different cities. Atlanta, you know what I mean?
All right. Then so how would you? Who is Flash? How would you describe yourself to the people?
Shit, man. Flash is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Which is my you know, my app on everything. You know, Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? My website. Everything is Flash is hip hop. So Flash is really just hip hop. You know what I mean? Everything that embodies the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I grew up. You know what I'm saying? The 4 elements of hip hop is, you know, MCing, breakdancing, graffiti, and DJing. You know what I'm saying? So the only aspect of that I haven't been a part of was DJing. But like I tell a lot of MCs, you know, the DJ breaks the MC, so you always got to respect the, you know, the DJ. But I'm just hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? I embody every aspect and every element of it. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, now just trying to bring it, you know, just trying to, you know, push the culture forward in the right way. You know what I mean?
Then you was talking about before we started, you saying like, I guess your beginnings, you was signed with Banner and Akon. So I just want you to talk about that a little bit more.
Well, I started out with a group called Cypher Complete. We was that was my first break. We got on the I'm not I don't know if y'all familiar with the Lyricist Lounge, but we was on the first compilation. You know what I'm saying? We had the lead track off of that. Well, the first track on the album, which was called Bring Hip Hop Back. The first single off that album was Body Rock with Common, Mos Def, you know what I'm saying, and Tash from the Alcoholics. But I got my first break, you know, running around touring with them. I was able to get on the album with my partner, and then we had caught a deal with Electric Records. Right after we caught a deal, my partner, you know, he got incarcerated for homicide. And so I was stuck in that deal for a minute. And then after that, I was able to run into a cat by the name of Set Free. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Set Free. He owns Compound. He owns the Compound. You know, you know, he's like a marketing genius, you know, extraordinaire. And he was working with Steve Rifkin at that time. And Steve Rifkin at that time, he was the former CEO of Loud Records, who bought you like Big Pun, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, MOP, 3-6 Mafia, and groups like that. So he was starting a new label, which was Street Records Corporation, SRC Records. And I ran up in Iceberg Clothing. They was doing like a marketing meeting there, and I ran up on them. You know, free set it up so I could spit for him. And I think All-Star Weekend was like the next weekend. He flew me out to LA for All-Star Weekend. I sat and met with him. That's where I first met David Banner. He wasn't signed yet. I met Akon. He wasn't signed yet. So in like, you know, I would say about a month after that, we all signed together. You know what I'm saying? Like we all was like the first 3 artists on SRC. I think it was me, David Banner, Akon, and then somebody else from Florida. I think it was from Florida. His name was Granddaddy South. He never came out either.
Now I do, like you keep talking about, I do remember that label.
Yeah. SRC. It was me, Akon, David Banner, Granddaddy South. That's the label that gave you Lean Back too. We had Terry Squad there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was like my first solo major record.
Yeah, Granddaddy South.
Yeah,
like Wu-Tang had an album with him.
Yeah, Wu-Tang. Yeah, Exhibit, the Alcoholics, Raycon, Big Punisher. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, I sat there for a while. I was on that label for a minute, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that was around the time when the South started really emerging. Like, you know, like when David Banner dropped Like a Pimp, that shit started coming, and Punisher, what's the nigga name? Bone Crusher, I Ain't Never Scared, and all that shit. Like the South really started emerging at that time. So Steve was like, damn, man, I don't really know what to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So let's figure out, you know, let's just sit and figure out. But I got tired of sitting, man. And, you know, I had interest from other labels. So, you know, I chose to like just break camp. And then I went asked Steve for a release when I went and signed with Rough Riders at that time. After being on probably at SRC for about 2 years.
So what year was that?
That probably was about I think I signed with Rough Riders like 2005. Yeah.
So and how was that? Everybody was still around that time then? Everybody was still around?
Yeah, everybody was around. Everybody was around. I signed with them. They was just about to drop the compilation volume 4. I signed with them. Soon as I signed, they immediately put me on a joint with DMX, Jadakiss, and another artist we had, Cartoon. I had a song on there with Akon called Stay Down. Y'all can look that up. That's on Redemption, Volume 4. I had like 5 records on there. So as soon as I signed, they immediately just brought me in the camp and just started trying to make it happen for me over there at Rough Riders. You know what I mean?
So then just keep going. What happened after that?
So after that, you know what I'm saying? So, I was over there for a minute, just putting in work, you know what I mean? Touring with them and running around and, just opening up for DMX, working with all the artists there, just jumping on a bunch of different shit. And, sometimes from the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? Like, from a lot of situations, and this is what I tell artists now, like, you never know how good shit is or how bad shit is until you really get in it. You know what I mean? So, but what I can say, just dealing with them, it was like more like a family. You know what I'm saying? With Steve, it was more like business, and he was just trying to make the right moves for me. And he genuinely, was taking care of me and things like that. And he wanted to see me win. Over at Rough Riders, it was the same thing, but they had a lot going on as well with the family, and they've been through a lot. But it got to a point where we had to let bygones be bygones as well. And I chose to break ways with them as well. But they still my extended family to this day. Anything I do, DNY supports me 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I took a music hiatus at that point. You know what I'm saying? Just started getting older and shit like that, having kids and shit. And then I was just like, just looking at the state of hip hop, and I was like, I wanted to come back and just be able to do what I do, because I'm well respected by a lot of legends in the game. I got a lot of relationships. So I just wanted to get back into music, doing what I do, to be able to open doors for some of the younger artists. You know what I'm saying? So, I started getting back in the game. I started this little freestyle segment shit called Milk and Cereal Bars. So every Saturday morning, you know what I'm saying, I would drop a video with me spitting over a track. I would go to different cities, whatever city I was, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was spitting over a Beanie Siegel track, I'd go to Philly and shoot it. If I was spitting over KRS-One track, I'd go to the Bronx and shoot it. You know what I'm saying? So wherever. And then, that started gaining traction. And then from there, from me doing that, it hooked me up to meeting Tech from Smith & Wesson. You know what I'm saying? So I hooked up with Tech from Smith & Wesson. Me and him did a freestyle together over their classic joint they did with Mary, I Love You. And then from there, we just clicked up. We had the same vision. And we started what we got right now, which is our label, Culture Pushers Collective. You know what I mean?
Cool. So how long that been? How many years since y'all been together?
1.
Okay, just started.
Just started, man. Just started. We met last year, quarantine time type shit. You know what I'm saying? So now, we just started. We got a bunch of artists. You know what I'm saying? Culture Pushers is just like a collective of artists, man. Like not
Culture
just
Pushers.
Culture Pushers. Culture. Like
Culture Vultures.
Yeah. Culture Pushers. So, we basically just pushing the culture forward in the right direction, as well as bridging the gap between younger and older artists. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the younger artists think artists from our era don't fuck with them, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Right. When that ain't even a fact. I like that ain't even the case. You know what I'm saying? I think that even like with street shit, like, I think like a lot of young niggas, they ain't have guidance. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of young artists, they don't have guidance. It ain't really about the sound. I think it's more about the message. You know what I'm saying? Like music's gonna evolve. You know what I'm saying? Music's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, the younger generation just need a little guidance. We ain't trying to say you got to be the most lyrical motherfucker or whatever. All we trying to do is just let you know that your whole album ain't got to be about popping bottles and big booty shit in the club. You know what I mean? So, and vice versa. Like, we might not know how to get on them beats in the club and think that's some bullshit. So a lot of young artists be showing us shit as well. So Culture Pushers is just like, just trying to like just bring the culture together and push it forward. You know what I'm saying? In a positive direction. You know what I'm saying? Not a bunch of hating and not a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because us, you know what I'm saying? The 35 and older, we got our fans and they got their fans. You know what I'm saying? But any sport is a young man's game. I always say that. No matter what the sport is. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop is a sport. So it's a young man's game. And we just trying to just show that, you know, that the culture, and give them elements of the culture that they might not respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was brought up like, you know, you got to respect your elders, you know what I'm saying? And you got to respect the people that paved the way for you, regardless of how much money you getting, because you ain't gonna be getting this motherfucking money if it wasn't for niggas who paved the way for you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we got to respect that they out there getting their motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? But this is a culture, and we don't want to lose, you know what I'm saying, the elements and the respect of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me and Tech just came together, and we got a bunch of young artists. You know what I'm saying? We got artists from Jersey, Chicago, Brooklyn, you know, and we still looking for artists. And it ain't about just artists. Like, you a culture pusher, nigga, with what you doing right here with this platform. You pushing the culture forward, you heard?
I've been doing that shit.
That's what I'm saying. You've been pushing the motherfucking culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so when you were saying like the artists, so what kind of art, what are you looking for?
Shit, man, just talent. It don't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? We know. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people think that we just looking for a super lyrical East Coast New York shit because that's what we do. Nah, man. Like, we know music. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know music. So, you know, we got pop artists, producers. You know, like I said, I got an artist from Chicago, Sincere, man. I think he's gonna be one of our biggest artists. You know what I'm saying? We got R&B. Like, we just looking for whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever push the culture forward.
So, what do you think? What are some examples of things that don't push the culture forward?
Shit, culture vultures, you know, like, you know, just people feeding off the culture for the wrong reasons, you know what I'm saying? And really not, you know, benefiting for the culture, but not giving back to the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and just, you know, just a bunch of negativity. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you know, we all come from different walks of life. So I don't think nothing's wrong with if your truth is, you know, we all grow up in the hood. We all, you know what I'm saying, been through shit. But it comes a time when, you know, you got to let certain shit go and push a certain message out there, especially to the youth. So, you know, me, I just don't like that when the powers that be grab onto some negative shit and want to give that more light. You know what I'm saying? Then some positive shit. When it's, I think it's a lot more positive shit out there than negative shit. It's just that it's not getting the light, or it's equal. You know what I'm saying? But they just want to push some negativity or push some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's just the way it go, man. You know what I mean? That's just some culture vulture shit and some powers that be. So we just trying to change the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could be the powers that be. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's going to take a lot more me and Tex and the Jay-Z's and, you know, the Puffies and everybody to come together and realize that we don't need them now, especially the way the industry is set up right now. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't be scared of the repercussions at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. You know what I mean? This our culture. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you going to let them control some shit, you know what I'm saying, that they never lived, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I'll be like confused when people be wanting like they care more about getting awards, and I'm like, them awards ain't like, the people that's giving out them awards ain't the culture. Like, it'd be different if like
right
culture, like, you know, I look at, to me, the award everybody should be saying they want is like a BET award or a Soul Train award.
Hell yeah.
Not the other shit.
Hell yeah, fuck that other shit, man. This the first year at the Grammys they really tried to give us some shit. You know what I'm saying?
After the fact, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the category with some real hip hop or whatever, but fuck them. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't never care about no hip hop and the culture anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like what, almost 30 years later, did they finally trying to give us some recognition?
Exactly.
30 years later.
Exactly. Yup. Yeah. So Culture Pushes, man, we just on some shit like you gonna hear it, man. We got an album coming out. Our first release off the label is probably gonna drop around June, late June, early July. You know, it's just called CPC Presents Volume 1. You know, and you know, you're gonna see what we're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of features on there. We got Jadakiss on the album, we got Lil C's on the album, Royal Flush, Dice Payne, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And we like pairing some of the younger artists with the OGs and you know, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you're gonna see what we're doing, man. We're just trying to bring a positive element and bring everybody together to show that, you know, we can stick together and win. You know what I'm saying? Strength is in numbers, you know what I'm saying? A movement is better than you moving solo.
All right, I was about to go into one of these videos right quick. It's Flash, it's Capone and Roy Flush, Where You Belong.
Okay. Yeah. That was the first single off my project. I dropped I think I dropped that last year, earlier this year. Yeah, it's all Yeah, I dropped that last year, December. Yeah, that was the first single with me, Royal Flush, and Capone. We freaked that Anita Baker shit.
Yeah, I see some comments though. Everybody keeps saying you say this guy should have blew up when he was with Rough Riders, real hip hop. Then the other guy say dope since Rough Riders. So seems like a lot of people been rocking with you.
Hey man, you know, I've been doing it for a long time and I appreciate the love, man. But now I'm about to give it back to the younger generation. I'm gonna keep going though, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I did this project to really break in and you know, just create an avenue for the younger artists, you know what I mean? And you know, so far so good, it's working.
All right, we about to go into it right quick.
All right, let's do it.
Like the here you go.
Can't be wrong. Don't you know this is where you belong?
This that hopping out the six talk. Blue face will only make you want to crip off. On top of all money moving like a pit boss. I'm setting up to hit my kids off. I pick my battles and fight my wars. I never snitch, sell my guns, or wife no horse. Every bar I write so raw cause my life's so pure. Your likes and comments is up, but where's that fight go score? I was cut from a great fabric, raised to create classics. Habitual hustler, it's hard to break habit. Lyrically, I'm pulling rabbits out of hat, I make magic. Pin game insane, 4 walls in a straight jacket, nigga. Listen, I'ma always make my bread. I take a fall, I'm always good for some day on credit. I was taught by some OGs really pay off feds. How you sleep at night depends how you made your bed. So never shit when you lay your head. And don't be greedy, bro. And every word you speak should be underneath the know. Street nigga, rap nigga, and a CEO. Watching down my lobster, Pinot Grigio. I thought of giving up, but nigga, life goes on. So I'ma continue to write these songs.
Don't you know this is where you belong?
I live my life at a large amount, cause I can get you any drug when you in a drought. Before I caught the rape, had to get a house. Before I got the watch, had to find a route. You knew he was a rat when you met a mouse. You see the ops in my circle, nigga, point him out. My motivation is elevating and celebrating. My domination is hitting hungry and penetrating. And when you think it's real far, that's a short vacation. And I don't go out to party unless it's invitations. Gambling spot, too much money, got to deal waiting. And you can see me all rich, how we conversating. Brown table with brown labels with fallen angels. I'm like mixing, dodging the D's, I don't play with bangles. I work out with the Draco hitting different angles. I got 3 on every block like I'm playing Tango.
Fuck aim, my bullets is heat seeking. I'm off for you niggas who think reaching. The boys wanna know what the fuck that I'm knee deep in. They see the money but no calls for me speaking. You already know who I learn from. Niggas with hustle in their eyes soon as they turn one. Crossed a lot of bridges and I burned some. Swear I paid the blood back twice soon as my turn come. Yeah, right now this is right where I belong. 3 niggas getting cake with the icing on the song. I do this shit for life. Bitches who diss me trying to pipe this. And people in a modern day crisis. You know the vibes, put the door aside. Let's see move in a room full of goons where you hold his pride. Yeah, nobody cold as pie. Fresh and flash, we get double die.
All right,
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, that was the first single off that joint, off that I'ma Die King album I had. You know, I had a lot of that was a great project I put together right there. That was like my first time really putting together like a collaboration project. Like I had Lil C's on there. I had Lil Fame from MOP on there. I had Wanye Morris from Boyz II Men on there. I had Tech on there, of course. And I had the legend Cool G Rap on there. How many niggas could say they got a joint with Cool G Rap, nigga?
All right.
And I held my own. You know what I'm saying? On the joint with the legend, you know what I mean? I had Pone on there, Flush on there, man. It was just a great experience. I had Styles P on there, but you know, Styles is extended family from the Rough Riders camp, you know what I mean? But I'm proud of that project, man. If you ain't got that, if you ain't heard that, man, and y'all want to hear some real good hip hop, man, go on all streaming platforms. I'ma Die King, man. Flash is hip hop. Word.
Yeah, my homie DJ Perry, he said he got an artist for you. He said he locked up, but he next in Cali.
Oh yeah, all right. What part of Cali?
He from Sacramento.
Oh, Sacramento. Okay, all right. Yeah. My nigga Big Sebo. He from out that way. Yeah. Sebo, crazy motherfucker.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah, shit. The first time I met him, it wasn't a great experience, but I know that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was out there. I was out there doing that East Coast, West Coast shit. You know what I'm saying? I was recording at the studio or whatever, and that nigga came up in there and was like, man, fuck them niggas and all that. I had to come down there. We was talking, you know, but everything was right though. But I was, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna front though. You know what I mean? It was just me and like two other niggas, and them niggas wasn't about shit. We was in the hills of Cali somewhere, but it's all good, man. I got a lot of respect for that nigga.
I would say so. What's your interest outside of music? What you like to do?
Shit, man. Really? I just like to, you know, just get money and have a good time, man. You know, but I'm a family man. I'm a father first. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just got engaged to my fiance. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just like really spending as much time as I can with my family. Other than that, I'm always working and chasing this motherfucking bag, man.
And what are some tips you would give someone about being a father?
Shit, man, just, you know, just be there as much as you can. You know what I mean? Just be there as much as you can. I know every father want to go out here and provide in the best way, but ain't nothing like putting the time in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say, you know, I ain't the best father. You know what I'm saying? I damn sure wasn't the best father because I had my kids when I was still running these streets crazy and all of that. So, you know, it's all about putting the time in, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll really, really, really appreciate it when you get older if you put the time in while they're younger. You know what I mean?
I'll ask you, how would you say your style evolved through the years?
My style, I always been lyrical. I always been like a lyrical dude, but I think through the years, you know, I developed being able to make better songs. You know what I'm saying? Like the more and more people I met, the more and more people I was around, you know, I just became a sponge. You know, at first I always thought I was that. I'm that nigga. But then, you know, until you meet that nigga, and then you meet that nigga and be like, damn, I ain't that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes I think that humbling experiences are good for artists. You know what I'm saying? Because every artist, you know, I think that every rap artist should think that they're the best. You know, this is a sport. It's a competitive. It's a very competitive sport, but. You know, I think you should be humble to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes cockiness, you know what I'm saying, can kick you in the ass. But I think you should be confident at all times. But, you know, I think that throughout the years, just my song creating, you know what I'm saying, got a lot better. And, you know, but my writing is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I could write songs for me and others, and I've done it. So, you know what I mean?
Write every day?
Hell yeah. I think that
you be on your phone.
I be on my fucking phone, nigga. I don't write no more. But you know what though? Like, shit, I know a lot. Tech still write. DMX still write on paper. You know what I'm saying? Like they all still write on paper. I know a lot of MCs that still write on paper. I know a lot of MCs that don't write at all. You know what I'm saying? Like Styles don't write at all. Who else I work with? Freeway don't write at all. Beans don't write at all. But look, niggas get this fucked up. Like, okay, Nas don't write it all. Hov don't write it all. Like, we all know that, right?
Lil Wayne.
Right, but that don't mean these niggas just hear the beat and jump in the booth and saying shit.
They're in their head.
They're listening to the beat and writing. They're just not writing it down. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like they're thinking of 4 bars, right? And then going in the booth and saying it. Then coming out, beat playing. I've been with niggas like thinking of 4 to 8 bars. They think of it. All right, I got it. Go in the booth and say it. You understand? That's still writing. You just not writing it down. Niggas be thinking when the niggas say they ain't writing that the nigga just hit a beat and just going in and just all of a sudden you freestyling this shit. Nigga, that's not happening. Like, there's no way that can happen and you coming up with so much intricate shit that these niggas be coming up with. So
yeah,
I'll make that clear.
I was gonna say, man, then the ones I think these younger kids, that's what they doing, and that's why they ain't saying nothing.
They like shit.
Kids doing that shit.
They going in that motherfucking booth, nigga, turn the beat on, nigga, and they ain't saying a goddamn thing, man. Word. But you know what though? Like, I'm not gonna take nothing away from like Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? Like he thinking of the shit he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might not understand a lot of shit they saying, but when I sit and really listen to it, I be okay, he's saying some shit, the baby, you know what I'm saying? Like certain, like I might not understand them and gotta listen to it, but okay, all right, because you know, like my son, like a lot of people, like, you know, they be like, oh, here this motherfucker, my man, son, yo, he's the nicest, and I be like, well, what the fuck he saying? Then I listen to him, I'll be like, okay, all right. And you know, I like that artist like Lil Baby, because I don't really listen to these niggas. But when I do, an artist like Lil Baby, I can see why he's respected. Like, he has songs about his struggle, his life. It ain't just a bunch of bullshit. His whole shit ain't a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I be saying to the younger artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want 15, 20 years to go by and niggas still can go back to your music and you know, relate to it. And that ain't just with hip hop. If you got like Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, it's still going on right now. So I think that you ain't got to just listen to hip hop artists and be like, oh, well, this motherfucker made a song about shaking ass, popping bottles and popping perks and all this shit. So that's what it takes. Nah, yeah, that might be what it takes for you to get a one joint to get in the game. But is this what you really want to do? Like, do you want to create generational wealth from this shit? Like, you know, make some songs with some substance that's going to be around for a while, man. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that'll stick with people for, you know, forever.
But I'm going to say, I know it seems like with me now, it's like, especially with the newer music, it's like morphing. It's like R&B and rap. So they sing. One verse they'll be singing, and the next verse they'll be rapping, or they'll be rapping it. You know, they be singing.
Yeah. What you think about Drake though? Be honest.
I like him, but I don't think I can't count him as like. To me, he's more R&B and pop to me. Listen, the songs I really like from him be the ones he be singing. You know, be the ones he be rapping on.
Right. Don't get it twisted. We all know. You know, Drake can rap. You know what I'm saying? Drake can rap, but it's hard to put him in an MC category when your album is 80% R&B. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's more of an R&B artist to me. You know what I'm saying? And you can't knock him for that, because I think that those are his best songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, where he catch the bag from, you know what I'm saying? And what's going on, you know what I mean? And don't get it twisted. He makes good music. I just be like, you know, until he puts out a whole MC album, you can't really like compare him to Hov. Like niggas be doing shit like that. And that's the shit that get with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be comparing niggas to niggas, like, you can't put niggas in the same
rap. Yeah.
with certain niggas, you know what I'm saying? Now we saying all around artists, and you just want to say this is the all around artist award, okay, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just basing a nigga off of rapping MC shit, then he need to put out a 10-song MC album, and let's see how that does. You know what I mean?
So give me your. You was kind of naming them earlier, but what's your top 5 MCs?
Top 5?
Mm-hmm.
And no particular order: Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap, Jay-Z and Nas.
Mm.
And Big L is like a he could knock anyone out, any one of them out of there. It's just that he got taken out early, you know what I'm saying? But Big L was a big influence on me.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think I heard Pac and Biggie though.
Nah, they ain't in my top 5, man.
For real? Why not?
Nah, I think they was great artists, and but on my influence, I'm saying my influence, you know what I'm saying, and influencing me. You know, Biggie was a great wordplay nigga, but I personally don't think Biggie was super lyrical. Like, I'm just a super lyrical dude, you know what I'm saying? And Pac, you know, Pac was another one. You know what I'm saying? I took a lot from Pac as far as the songs like Keep Your Head Up, Dear Mama, because I always make songs like that. You know what I'm saying? I always make meaningful songs, but you know what I'm saying? Neither one of them was I always say this, neither one of them was crazy influences on me. But I definitely they in my top MCs though. You know, but not my top 5.
Did you listen to Nipsey Hussle any?
Hell yeah, man. I was listening to Nipsey Hussle back. You know what I'm saying? Bullets Ain't Got No Name, all that shit. Like, niggas got on Nipsey later. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hip hop nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, like, even when Kendrick was a little nigga, like, I be in tune with the streets wherever the fuck it's at. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, so I've been following Nipsey for a long time, man. Long time.
So what you think about his legacy now?
It just was cut short, man. Like, he was just about to get his just due. Like, you know, he was doing his thing, but I think he really was about to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? And he really was saying something, and he really was giving back. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he one of them artists that's like, I call them like on the cuffs. Like they're not old. They're not from our era, because they still young enough to get on the younger beats and shit, but they still saying something. The Kendricks, him, you know, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Like those artists. But Nipsey was special, man. Like it was just heartbreaking that shit happened, man. I went out there right after that and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shit just crazy, man.
That's why I just be trying to talk about him, keep his name out there. Then I be trying to keep up with the news, because it's like they ain't really saying nothing about it. But I be trying to look up and see what's going on with their case.
Yeah, man. They ain't even.
Yeah, trying to get rid of that shit.
It make you think like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't be liking to think of that conspiracy shit, but never know, man. You know what I'm saying? But like Big U said, man, that shit was somebody he knew. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, shit just went the wrong way, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't always, man. It's just fucked up, but it's just the reality. You can't always go back to the hood, man. And as real as you want to keep it, and he was giving back to the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it be so much shit going on in the hood, man. Just the wrong time, wrong place, wrong time, wrong energy. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that ain't meant for you, you know? Shit just crazy, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm always surrounded by a bunch of real niggas when I'm in the hood, man. And it ain't because I'm a sucker or whatever. It's just that sometimes people can see what you don't see. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying one of the listeners, they was like, they didn't agree with what you said. You see him, he said Big wasn't lyrical. I guess you said he wasn't lyrical.
I mean, I said, listen, Big is lyrical. I'm saying he ain't as lyrical as the niggas I like.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He ain't as lyrical as the nigga I like. Big was more of a flow person, a bouncy person. The niggas, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Big crew is my crew right now. You understand? My whole crew is Junior Mafia. You know what I mean? Lil C's, Bristol, Nino, them my niggas. That's my team right now. So, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, Big, it's the way he bounced on the beat. way he bounced on the beat. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Big wasn't no Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Like, nah, but he definitely was a dope MC. Pac was a dope MC. I'm just saying they ain't in my top 5, man. To each his own, nigga. I ain't gotta go in the sneaker store and buy every fucking sneaker, do I? Damn, I'm gonna buy what I like, nigga. Everybody got an opinion, you know what I'm saying? But you know me, I like Nas, I like Rakim, I like Big L. I'm super, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. I ain't saying Big was what? Damn.
What about you a fan of AZ?
Of course, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the way you put the words together, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I think they're taking the wrong way. I ain't say Big ain't lyrical. I'm saying he ain't as lyrical as I would like it to be in my top 5.
Yeah, I didn't ask you. So what's your creative process when you making music?
Man, I only write in the car, man. I only write in the car. I can't write in the crib. I can't write in the studio. I only write in the car. Like I'll write in the studio if I got to. Like, you know what I mean? I've been in plenty of situations, especially at Rough Riders, where, you know what I'm saying, okay, I'm in the studio with the Locks or whatever, and they like, yo, you gotta jump on this joint or whatever, and I just have to pin down and get it. But my best creative process is either like riding around in the car, you know, or just sitting on a rooftop or some shit like that. Like I get inspiration from just different, you know what I'm saying, different atmospheres. But just riding around in the car, riding around in different hoods, and just riding around and thinking. Like I only write in the car, really, word.
He responded. He said, "No problems with your top 5. I just thought you said Biggie wasn't lyrical."
Nah. I ain't saying that. Of course, Big is lyrical, man. He just saying as lyrical as I would like it to be in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? And like, listen, I don't argue with anybody. Look, KRS-One ain't in my top 5. I go through those arguments all the time. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, okay, like I'm not in the streets anymore, but I was, you know, in the streets. So I'm gonna relate to more street MCs. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. This could easily be somebody's top 5. Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Black Thought, KRS-One. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's going to be a more conscious
common
person. You understand? And I would have no problem with that top 5. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like to each his own. You know what I mean?
What do you think about Eminem?
Shit, that's a lyrical motherfucker. Like, we came in the game at the same time. Like, during that Lyricist Lounge shit, we always on tour together. You know what I'm saying? So his crew was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, his whole crew was from Jersey at that time. He always had Proof with him, but he was fucking with the outsiders, Young Z, Pace One, and all them niggas from North. He and Rod Digger, just before Rod Digger got with Bush, like they always fucking with M. You know what I'm saying? M is lyrical, you know what I'm saying? But he's not somebody that I ride around listening to in my shit. Just being honest, you know what I'm saying?
I would say when Lyricist Lounge, was you on there with Thurston Howell III?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him a little while ago too.
Yeah. That's the first joint. It was Thurston Howell III, Natural Elements. This was back. Bone Crusher was in a group called the Defiant Giants back then too. They were signed on Tommy Boy. Who else was on that album? I forget. It was a lot of people. Rod Digger had a solo joint on there. I know Most had another joint on there other than the joint he was on. It was a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he said M gets no play in my ride. Yeah, I feel you, man.
Never.
He don't really get no play in my ride either. But I don't take nothing away from him as an MC. But you know, he just saying, you know, he ain't my shit. Like all that cartoon character shit, I don't really be with that shit.
Yeah, I say. So what's motivating you right now to keep putting out music, keep going?
Yo, just wanting to push the culture forward, man, and just not wanting, you know, the elements of hip hop to die out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the thing is, like, you know, it's real hip hop and real MCs everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that they're not getting the shine. I've been all over the world and I met real MCs everywhere. Like I'm telling you, like I bet that people didn't think it was real MCs rapping out of Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Like I met a lot of niggas from Mississippi who get busy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Better than New York niggas, Jersey niggas, all that. And people don't know that.
Big crit.
Yeah, come on, man. Big crit. Of course. That's what I'm saying. Like, and people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I don't want to get it mixed up that I don't want people to think that I'm just pushing lyrical shit, because I got artists who aren't 100% lyrical, but they are lyrical. You understand what I'm saying? To come through us, you at least got to be able to put words together the right way. But what's driving me is that I just want people to know that hip hop is bigger than popularity. People are just getting caught up in the popularity of it. You know what I mean? And there's no originality. There's no artist development. That's a problem now. Like, motherfuckers just put a record out, and if it work, it worked. And if you say it's hot, it's hot. Like, nah, shit. Like, we couldn't do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I saw Nori said it one day. He was like, you know, it's partial our fault. Once they got comfortable at a certain time in the 2000s, niggas just started letting anything in. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But in our day, like, you had to prove yourself. Anything just couldn't come out. You know what I'm saying? But with the internet now, and you know what I'm saying? And, you know, who are we to say that this ain't hot if a motherfucker put something out and he get 1 million views and 1 million people say it's hot? You know what I'm saying? So what's driving me now is I just want a young artist to know that, you know what I'm saying, you can't put some substance into this shit. You know what I'm saying? Think about some of the biggest artists in the past 10 years. You don't hear these motherfuckers no more. They could have had big hits and whatever. You don't hear these niggas no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's Rich Homie Quan?
That was like what, 5 years ago, probably?
Yeah, 5 years ago. Like, where are these people who had big ass records? Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think with the proper artist development and things like that, that shit wouldn't happen to them. You know what I'm saying? I think that they be thinking like, yes, you do have to compete if you want to compete on that level, but that depends on what you feel is success. You know what I'm saying? It's like to me, you know what I'm saying? If I could put out an album right now, man, and have 10,000 people pay for it, and you know what I'm saying, I'm able to go overseas and do shows and you know, make my money, and I ain't gotta go get a motherfucking job or sell fucking coke or none of that shit, nigga, that's success to me. You understand? I ain't gotta work for a motherfucker. That's success, doing something I love. Now, success to you, maybe you want to compete, but you can compete without, you know what I'm saying, just completely being something other than what you really are. And that's what a lot of artists are doing, man. You know what I'm saying? They just looking at this person and saying, this what I gotta do to get on, I'm gonna go do that. Where in art, it was this what I gotta go do on, I'm gonna do that better, and I gotta figure out a way to be original. Right. Because in our day, you would go to a label and they say, nah, I don't want to sign you. That's just like that sound like that. Now is
but they won't.
You want to sound like that. You understand what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like Russell Simmons turned down signing Nas. He said, nah, that sound like Cool G rap. A lot of people turn down signing niggas because you sound like the next nigga. Now it's like they want you to sound like the next nigga because they don't care. They just want you to have that little quick run, make some money, and get the fuck out of here, and we'll sign the next one. Make one. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Be your own man. Be your own artist. Have originality. Be your own you. So people want to be like you. You know what I mean?
So what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Yo, to my fans and my supporters, man, I love y'all, man. Just keep supporting this real shit, man. I always try my best to answer every DM. You know, me and Tech, you know, we looking for artists right now. We just trying to push the culture forward. You know, we got a lot of upcoming things. You know what I mean? We got a crazy album coming out probably June, late June, early July. Culture Pushes Collective presents Volume 1, you know, and I appreciate all y'all, man.
No doubt.
Word. I can
Yeah, I want
respect.
to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Yo, man, anytime, man. You gotta bring my man Tech back on here. You know what I'm saying? You know he got a whole lot of stories for you.
For sure. I want to say, you got any shout outs?
Yo, man, just shout out the whole CPC. Shout out our first artist, Chills. He out of Best Out Brooklyn. I want y'all to look out for him. And shout out hip hop and shout out the culture, man. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody.
Man, what's your social media again?
At Flash is hip hop. That's at Flash ISHIPHOP. Flash is hip hop. That's all around the board. Word.
All right, y'all. We out. Thanks everybody that was in with the comments. We'll be back tomorrow.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, let me cut this. Damn, cut this shit off.